ABYC requires that all of the fuel system connections are either readily accessible, which means I can just take my hand and open it, so like a hatch, or accessible. The definition of accessible is that I can use some tools to get at it. You may have seen these around your boat. If you had, chances are, if it's in the location of a fuel system component, that this is where my connection is. So let's go take a look at this one. Many boats, this hatch will be sealed with some silicone. It may take a little bit of work to come off, or it may just come right off. So once we have the inspection plate off, we're going to see a couple of things here. This particular fill is a fill-vent combination. So what you'll see is our fill hose, which is the larger one, and you'll see our vent hose, which is the smaller one. You'll also see this green wire, which we'll talk about in a moment. But let's focus for a second on the connection. You'll see two 100% stainless steel hose clamps that are connecting this larger fill hose to the filler neck. Two hose clamps are required by ABYC and the United States Coast Guard. Now let's talk about this green wire for a moment. That's called a bonding wire. What that bonding wire does is ensures that any kind of static electricity generated by the refueling process is taken right to the grounding system on the boat and does not create a spark at the point of entrance for the fuel. You'll also see that there are two clamps on the vent. That is not required by ABYC, but on this particular boat they've decided to add an additional clamp. Not really a big deal. I wouldn't remove it, but it's great to see that. So our fuel hose looks intact. I don't see any visible cracks or any sign of stress, and our hose clamps are free of rust. So we're going to call this part of the inspection process done as well. So in order to call this part of the inspection complete, we are going to have to reattach our inspection port. Again, the 4 screws, they're here. You want to use a good marine grade silicone sealant to make sure that this is waterproof and no water enters the inside of the boat. Do not use any super adhesive like 3M 5200 because at some point next year during your inspection, you're going to want to get this off again. The best way to do that is your standard marine grade silicone.